I'm pretty sure all you guys know Le'Veon Bell is going to be a free agent this offseason, and he's probably going to be the biggest free agency name out there. So today, we're just going to take a look at the top 10 possible free agency landing spots for Le'Veon Bell. And, towards the bottom of this list, 8 through 10, it was kind of difficult. I really don't think many teams are actually going to go after Le'Veon Bell, but these 10, in my opinion, I think are the most likely to go after him. Now, let's start off with number 10. Number 10, the 49ers. Now, the reason why they're so low, but I still think they have a chance, is because last offseason they signed Jerick McKinnon to be their starting running back, but McKinnon ended up getting hurt pretty early on in the season. I'm not even sure if he actually even made it to the regular season, so I'm not sure if they'll keep going with McKinnon. But however, they do have Matt Breida, who I think is probably better than McKinnon, but the Niners do have a bunch of cap space, and if you take a look at Shanahan's offense, it's really reliant on a run game. It's similar to Gary Kubiak's offense, so all you Texans fans, you remember Gary Kubiak set up the play action with the run. That's the same exact offense Shanahan is running over there in San Francisco. So, why not get arguably the best running back in the game to easily be able to set up the run game so you can set up your whole offense? They have the cap space for it, but again, they just signed McKinnon, and I'm really high on Breida. I'm pretty sure the Niners are too, so, maybe they don't make the move. But I could see them making it. Number 9 on my list is the Houston Texans. I'm a Texans fan, so personally, I don't want Bell, but I do see the Texans possibly making a move for him. They do have Lamar Miller, but Lamar Miller is an average running back who can look better with a good offensive line. But, Le'Veon Bell is just on a whole other level who can really take the Texans' offense to a whole other level. They already have DeAndre Hopkins. They're going to have Will Fuller back. They also have Kiki QT. And Texans have a bunch of cap space. And, why not pair their young quarterback Deshaun Watson with an elite running back like Le'Veon Bell? And this is going to be a trend throughout the video, pairing a young quarterback with Le'Veon Bell, because a quarterback's best friend is a dominant run game, and you're making life easier for your quarterback if you have a good run game. So maybe the Texans do make the move. The reason why I don't think they'll make the move is because, in my opinion, the Texans have way too many holes and to be worrying about paying a running back like 14-15 mil a year. Anyways, moving on. Number 8 on my list, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs don't really have that much cap space to work with, but I could see the Chiefs going the Seahawks, Rams, Eagles route and pretty much going all out on their roster since Patrick Mahomes is on a rookie deal. However, in my opinion, I do think the Chiefs really need to work on their defense, so I could see them passing on Bell. But, again, young quarterback, you get him a run game, it gets easier for him. This past season it was really easy for Mahomes anyways, but imagine how much easier it would be if he got Le'Veon Bell. He had Kareem Hunt at the start of the season, but then you know how that went down. So why not get Patrick Mahomes another really good running back? And number 7 on my list might shock you guys, the Indianapolis Colts. I know a lot of people have already been saying the Colts are getting Bell, the Colts are getting Bell, the Colts are getting Bell. The Colts have all this cap space, the most in the league, over 100 mil. So I could definitely see them getting Le'Veon Bell, and it would make sense. They have a dominant O-line. Andrew Luck is a good quarterback. They would be nearly unstoppable if you added Le'Veon Bell to the offense. Now, the reason I don't see them going for Le'Veon Bell is because, one, Chris Ballard, their GM, he doesn't really make these splashy type of moves. I don't see Chris Ballard paying 14, 15 mil for a running back. I don't see that. And another thing, it feels like the Colts are really content with Marlon Mack, their young running back. And I mean, it's easy to see why. He's pretty good. It's just, some health concerns. But if he can stay healthy, he'll do a good job for them. So I don't think the Colts will, make a move for Bell. They'll probably, bring in some defensive players, some other receivers to help out T.Y. Hilton. But I don't see them actually getting Le'Veon Bell. Now, number 6 on my list, I got the Washington Redskins. Last year, the Redskins relied on old man Adrian Peterson. He had a good season, but, at some point, he's going to be done. You got to get a guy that can help out your quarterback, because I am not sure if Alex Smith will play next season. It's most likely that he won't. That leg injury was just devastating, so I don't see Alex Smith playing next season. So whoever they have back there playing quarterback, he's not going to be a good quarterback. So, he's going to need some help. So why not get him a running back like Le'Veon Bell that can really carry the load? I know the Redskins drafted, Guice, but, Guice is no sure thing. Like, you don't know what he's going to be. So, instead of just going through a season suffering, why not bring in a guy who can, carry the offense? Because that's what the Redskins are going to need next season. Now, we're getting to the top 5. Number 5, soon to be Vegas Raiders. I was going to say Oakland, but, the Raiders. Now, Raiders have cap space. The Raiders team is, yikes, dude. It's a complete mess. They need talent everywhere, literally everywhere. So, why not bring in Le'Veon Bell? He can help out Derek Carr. And, your defense is bad. So, maybe with the draft, you can focus on the defense now that you have a weapon like Bell. You can hand the ball off to him. You can throw it to him. You can do all sorts of things with Le'Veon Bell. So, why not? Now we're getting into the top 4. At number 4, I have the Baltimore Ravens. That's right, divisional rival. And you best believe if Bell goes here, he's going to, get back at the Steelers, play them twice a year, and, show them what they're missing out on. So the reason I can see the Ravens picking up Bell is because, honestly, the Ravens don't have a good running back. Alex Collins, he's not good. Who was it? Buck Allen, not good. Edwards, you don't know about him. Dixon, not good. So why not give Lamar Jackson, Le'Veon Bell? Imagine the Ravens run game if you add in Le'Veon Bell. You know how the Chargers defended against Lamar Jackson in the run game? They literally had 7 DBs out there. You think 7 DBs out there are going to be able to tackle Le'Veon Bell? No. If John Harbaugh and the Ravens want to keep this dynamic Ravens offense going, you got to go get Le'Veon Bell. Because he can easily help out Lamar Jackson. He can help him out in the run game. Imagine how crazy those running plays with Lamar Jackson are going to be. You got Le'Veon Bell and Lamar Jackson that could run that on any given play. And then, we already know Lamar Jackson struggles to throw the ball downfield. So why not give him a running back like Le'Veon Bell, who he can dump it off to, and he could take it, a long way. To me, personally, I would love if Le'Veon Bell went to the Ravens. To me, that makes sense. Le'Veon Bell gets to get back at the Steelers, and the Ravens get to keep their offense going, and they improve it and help out their young quarterback. So the Ravens, cap space wise, they're not so great, but I have heard rumors that the Ravens are gonna cut Jimmy Smith, the corner. So there's your cap space. Number 3 on my list, I got the Buffalo Bills. The Bills, Shady McCoy, I think he's done. I don't think LeSean McCoy is, in his prime anymore. They got a young quarterback that struggles to throw the football. They need Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell would be a huge help for them. LeSean McCoy, maybe in the past he would have been able to help them, but I feel like at this point in his career, he's no longer the back he once was, and he stays getting hurt. So I think Le'Veon Bell would really benefit the Bills, and the Bills have the cap space, so why not? Add a player to your offense, because that offense last year for the Bills was abysmal. So why not go get arguably the best running back in the game to help out your young quarterback who can't throw a football? So, let's move on. Number 2, and I would love this one, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, the reason why this makes sense, who's their new coach? Bruce Arians. Okay, where did Bruce Arians coach last? Arizona. What did Arizona do when Bruce Arians was there? They did all sorts of things with David Johnson. They threw him the ball, let him run it. He was literally the whole Arizona offense. Literally. Now, in Tampa Bay, they don't got a running back. So why not bring in Le'Veon Bell, who can do everything David Johnson does? Literally. They can do the exact same thing. We already know what Bruce Arians can do with a, good running back. Bring in Le'Veon Bell. They already said, Jameis Winston's their quarterback, so help out Jameis Winston, Bring in Le'Veon Bell and have a deadly offense. You'd have Jameis Winston throwing the ball to Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson, O.J. Howard, and then, possibly Le'Veon Bell too. Hand the ball off to Le'Veon Bell. That offense would be insane, and possibly, I think, Jameis Winston's career would possibly be saved because of it. And the number 1 team, the New York Jets. The Jets, all the cap space in the world. They have it. They have a young quarterback, Sam Darnold, who will probably need some help. They have a new coach in Adam Gase, and their offense isn't all that good either. But we've seen what Sam Darnold can do, so give Sam Darnold a weapon like Le'Veon Bell, and just watch him improve while he gets help from a running back. Now, the reason why I have the Jets as the number 1 team is because the huge amount of cap space they have a young quarterback, and they don't have a running back on the roster that's really even worth anything. For example, the Colts think highly of Marlon Mack, so that's why the Colts aren't up here. But the Jets, they'll make a move for Le'Veon Bell. You best believe they'll make a move for Le'Veon Bell to help out their young quarterback. So, as I said earlier in the video, the trend pretty much of this list, young quarterbacks, helping out the young quarterbacks. We have Sam Darnold, and I guess you could throw in Jameis Winston too, he's kind of young. Josh Allen, you have Lamar Jackson, that's young. You have Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and maybe even Jimmy G you could throw in there in that list. So I do think these teams with more cap space that have a young quarterback will make a move for Le'Veon Bell. Other than that, though, I find it really hard for other teams to really make a move for Bell. I would honestly be shocked if a team that isn't on my list signs Bell. To me, really, it comes down to the Jets and the Bucks. Maybe the Ravens. I think between those 3 teams, but for sure the Jets and the Bucks, I think those teams would really benefit from Le'Veon Bell. And I think if the Buccaneers got Le'Veon Bell, NFC South, you better watch out. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys for today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.